I wanted to ask about this too. Have you been observing Lil Maus Rise, and what do you think that says about the drill world and the hip hop world in general?
Well, I haven't really been paying too much of the drill scene after King Von was my favorite.
Right.
Out of the drill movement, King Von was my favorite. Mm-hmm. I also like K Flock too.
Yeah.
The rest of these dudes, I got to give them a chance. They got to grow on me, and I don't listen to no music dissing the dead. I can't. I refuse to.
The Lil Mabu is the white kid who did the song with Krishan Rock, and he's kind of like, he does like a New York drill type thing, but it's more like a viral, funny, like Weird Al type version of the drill thing almost.
I got to give him a try, but I never listened to him. I got to give him a try. I haven't been listening to this new music because it's like it's hard. It's hard for me because most of these rappers is garbage.
Yeah, especially if you have somebody like a King Von and they're so talented and the music was so good and the backstory was so insane. It's kind of hard for you to accept another version of that's just not quite as compelling.
When I heard FBG Duck, Dead Bitch, I said, yo, that had to be the most disrespectful song I've ever heard in my life.
Right. And a lot of people would claim that almost like compelled his shooters to take his life because that song had came out soon before he got killed.
You gotta kill that nigga after making a song like that. Song was crazy.
Yeah.
If that song would have got any more traction and he was alive, he would have been the next nigga. He would have overshadowed Lil Durk. He would have overshadowed Lil Durk. He had to go.
Well, we would probably be living in that reality if Von had lasted long enough. But if him and Durk had stayed together, I feel like it would have been the ultimate powerhouse of Chicago drill because you have one dude who's more capable of doing the R&B type shit, and then because in a lot of ways when Von left, Durk's music got more drill or more intense, at least on the songs where he chooses to do that. He kind of like took a lot of influence from Von, I think, and realized that people wanted to hear that bloodthirsty content from him more often.
Yeah, but Von, I don't know. For me, I can't speak for anybody else. I like Von better than I like Durk.
Right. But if Von was a New York rapper, would it be harder for you to enjoy it? Is it because it's Chicago and it's so far away, is it a little bit easier for you to appreciate the violent content?
Now, what it is, I like violence. Don't get me wrong. I like violence. I don't like dissing the dead.
Right.
So that's the difference right there because you got to keep in mind, like, I grew up off of NWA. And that, especially then when you had the beef between Ice Cube and NWA, that was classic right there. Disrespectful. Now you're getting done with no Vaseline. It was disrespectful. So it's like when I'm listening to a state, I'm listening to you for your sound. But with King Von, he had a twist of New York in him.
Definitely. So when you see FBG Duck's mom doing the media rounds and being out there, and especially when you see her sort of gloating over the O Block 6 being found guilty and everything, how does that stand out to you? Is this something we need more of or less of?
I think that fat bitch is disgusting.
Really?
I think she's disgusting. It's like, people got mad. She got mad at me when I said that. I said, if I was the father of her kids, I would want to kill her. She got mad. She had 10 children. She tragically lost 5 or 6 of them. Tragically. How many kids do you have to lose before your fat ass get the fuck up and get your kids out of the hood? Then I'm looking on the internet. You got FBG Duck. The bitch is fucking his enemies. And niggas is posting this shit on the internet.
Wait, his mom was
his
fucking
mom's. The fat bitch was fucking the enemy, the op.
Really? I didn't know about that.
And it's all on the internet. I ain't even got to say allegedly. Niggas got videos and pictures laying in the bed with the big bitch. And then, to top it all off, you go get an OnlyFans page.
Right. I do think that was kind of misrepresented, though, because I don't think she ever posted any, like, nude or partially nude content on there. I think it was just her talking and shit.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't even look. Because I wouldn't want
I never looked, so I don't know.
Charleston White made jokes. The shit was funny as fuck. But I wouldn't want to. She's not the one I would want to see naked. I'm just sorry. Maybe Blueface mother. I like seeing Blueface mother's ass.
Yeah, she's not too bad.
She looks good.
Yeah.
But FBG, no, the bitch look like her son. She's ugly.
Oh my God, this guy. You mentioned him, Charleston White. At a certain point, you said that he stole your persona. How do you feel about his content at this point? And obviously he's had some harsh words to say about you. Can you remove the character from what he's said about you, or is it someone you have any kind of level of fandom of?
I mean, with Charleston White, I helped Charleston White in the beginning.
Okay.
He was on Facebook. I helped transition him over to YouTube and was doing videos with him on YouTube, bigging him up. But he's not who he say he is. I think he's an industry plant, a government plant.
Really?
I don't believe in none of the shit he did in court. I don't like. As a man, there has to be some type of integrity. You get next to the mothers of the dead, and then you violate them, telling the world you could have fucked all these little niggas' mothers. Why? We didn't need to know that. The truth of the matter is, them bitches look washed up. And who would want to fuck them anyway? Better yet, who the fuck would want to fuck him? Look at Charleston White. I mean, at the end of the day, he's a cleaned up crackhead. That's what he looked like. He went from being a nigga selling sausages on the side of the road to now look at him. Everybody sending the nigga clothes. But we believed in Charleston White's message. What was his message? The same message as Hassan Campbell. I was the first nigga on the internet that disrespected all these rappers, started with the gangs. I was the only one speaking out against the gangs and the drill music. And I was the only one speaking out against the industry. So now Charleston White sees my whole style and mimics everything. He correlates everything. And then if you watch Charleston White, everybody I ended up saying something about or getting into a beef with, he did exactly the same thing. How the fuck he end up in a beef with Whack 100? How the fuck you end up in a beef with Jay Prince? So you see me beefing with Gilly or whatever the case may be, because I believe in blood sacrifices. Not that I'm trying to disrespect Gilly's son. I believe that. So you turn around and you use the same tactic and disrespect Gilly's son. And because it got overshadowed by all of the shit going on with P. Diddy, he didn't make enough noise. So they waited, and then Say Cheese brings him back on the platform and have him talk about Gilly's dead son all over again. Then Oskino gets up on Say Cheese's platform, and my thing with Oskino, I respect what he's saying. But how the fuck you didn't question this nigga about acts like, why would Say Cheese bring him back on that platform to disrespect that man's son? You did it already. So don't question the integrity of Oskino. Don't question the integrity of Charleston White, but you're not gonna question the integrity of Say Cheese. He purposely put a half an hour video out aimed at that man's dead son. You already disrespected him. Why do it again? Because it didn't go viral? So now that P. Diddy's dying down a little bit, we're going to try disrespecting this man's son again. Nah, that's fucked up.